What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. This will be the spoiler review for Jurassic World Rebirth, which is directed by Gareth Edwards, written by David Koepp, stars Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, Rupert Friend, and several others. Now, Jurassic World Rebirth is 5 years after the events of Dominion. Covert operation expert Zora Bennett is contracted to lead a skilled team on a top-secret mission to secure genetic material from the world's three most massive dinosaurs. When Zora's operation intersects with a civilian family whose boating expedition was capsized, they all find themselves stranded on an island where they come face-to-face with a sinister, shocking discovery that's been hidden from the world for decades. Jurassic World Rebirth, honestly, is just more of the same, and I say that as a massive fan of Jurassic Park. I will always find something to enjoy about each of the movies, even if a lot of them just are not good. But at least this one is about dinosaurs. After watching this, I think it's fair to say that Jurassic Park is the one franchise in Hollywood that has the biggest one-sided relationship with the general public. These movies seem to consistently generate $1 billion, but the quality is never in alignment with the financial success. Jurassic World Rebirth is just a collection of watchable tense sequences with a bunch of characters I don't care about. Gareth Edwards made up for the insulting Dominion film, but this franchise was a sinking ship before he tried to save it, and the results here are just, subpar, watchable. At least it's better than Dominion, and the fact that that's the best thing I can tell you should say enough about the film. Oh, so again, it's 5 years after Dominion, after Jurassic World Locust. Humans aren't interested in dinosaurs. They can only live in certain conditions. And yeah, that's what we get to catch us up on our friendly neighborhood dinosaurs in this movie. We are introduced to Zora Bennett, Henry Loomis, Duncan, and Martin. There's other characters, but these are the core of the heart disease journey. Zora and Duncan are the two with the most potential to get invested in, but then Rebirth decided to toss in this stranded family subplot. Not as annoying as the Kirbys, but Xavier is easily one of the most unlikable characters I've seen this year. This subplot got too much attention, existed only to set up tense sequences on the island, and while they were always well shot and engaging, the novelty wore off once I realized there was no reason to fear for anyone's safety. The humor is injected at all the wrong times with this family as well, so thanks to that, Zora and Duncan aren't as well-rounded as I'd expect. They are the two most likable characters on screen to me, and I wanted to invest in them, but the film didn't spend enough time with them. And it's a lot of, again, telling. You're not showing enough. You're just constantly telling. That original film does such a great job showing the researchers or the experts before they are invited to Jurassic Park. It's also just not as crowded. Jurassic World Rebirth, with the amount of characters it has, can feel crowded. It's a massive issue that they didn't do anything with Zora and Duncan at the potential they should have, or in the capacity they should have, because the film tries to feed you these emotional sacrifice scenes later on, but those scenes are already struggling due to the amount of unlimited plot armor the characters have. Of course, humans are dying, but it's not anyone you ever came close to caring for. The life or death situation with everyone else, especially the kids, just becomes stale over time. I need this franchise to accept that it can never replicate Lex and Tim. Stop trying to capture that again. It's done. The heart disease angle is also squandered, truly squandered. It's introduced, catches your attention, and then a lot of what's unfolding barely highlights it ever again. Zora and Loomis discuss it here and there, but I'd be lying if I said I always remembered why they were even on the island to begin with. Not much attention to why they're here, but a lot of bonding with Xavier and his potential father-in-law. And if you're wondering who the hell Xavier is, you'll understand when you see the movie. Wasting tense sequences on this family trip subplot was certainly a choice, because the stakes are greater with our core group of researchers. And it's just, those sequences could have been given to them, would have added some emphasis, and would have just given some weight to what they're here for. But they don't talk about it enough anyway, so I guess it really didn't matter. In between all of this, Rebirth delivers some thrilling sequences that tap into going down the scarier side of these animals. But when it's not doing this, it's trying to recapture the magic of scenes from Spielberg's classic. Then, as you guessed, cue the iconic score to emphasize how cool dinosaurs are in their natural habitat. Here's the problem. The magic of a scene like that died 30 years ago. This is why many me included, are starting to see and would agree and argue Jurassic Park should have never been a franchise. The awe and wonder of it all is just dead. The characters don't react the same. That original just can never be replicated, and they've been trying to do it for so many years, and you still have not done it. You'll never be able to do it. Jonathan Bailey and Mahershala Ali were the standouts to me in the cast. Bailey's taking the #1 spot here for sure, and Scarlett Johansson, she was fine, but I expected more. Ali and Bailey just do a better job conveying the characters' emotions. I will say the chemistry between this trio was always heartwarming to see. I couldn't get enough of them. Edwards does a phenomenal job, I would say. Not phenomenal, but just a solid job directing the film when it comes to those tense sequences. And I like the way certain scenes are lit to make conversations intimate between certain characters. A lot of the research group just needed more screen time. I don't know why we wasted so much time on the family subplot. Yes, it intersected once you got to the third act, but once that happened, I was like, okay, and so what? Like, you just do not care. The score, I will never knock a Jurassic Park score. There's never been a truly bad Jurassic Park score. Not in my lifetime, I don't think. I don't think I've ever watched any of these films and gone, oh, the score is shit. But the score really does put some emphasis on certain things when they're on screen. The camera work featured throughout is, again, incredible. It's well shot. The pacing, that's hit or miss. There was one scene with the T-Rex and that family. I thought that went on for far too long. It's just stuff with that family really drags. And I'm like, can we go back to the people who are here with a more interesting motivation? It relates to the health of humanity, and you just rip that umbrella that was hanging over them as to why they even came to the island. It just blew away into the wind and is hardly ever addressed. It's like coming back and forth, swaying to and from in the wind, but it's never consistently over them. The heart disease angle again, you had to really hone in on that more. They just don't do that enough. The dinosaurs, when they're on the screen, the effects of it all, that's fine. I really do still miss the practical effects. The practical effects will never be outdone. I'd have to give Jurassic World Rebirth a solid 5.5 out of 10. And let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, never miss a video. In the description, I'll have links to my social media accounts. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there to let me know if there are any movies, news, or reviews I'd like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.